Hi, this is Brett Douglas of the Connecticut Alt-Right. Today's video is going to be about the pardon of Sheriff Joe of Arizona by President Trump. It was a great thing that the president did, pardoning such a great man. He deserved it very much. Sheriff Joe was born June 14th, 1932 in Springfield, Mass. He was raised by his father until he was 18. His mother died giving birth to him. At the age of 18, he joined the military, where he was a military police officer stationed in France. In 1954, he continued his career in law enforcement as a police officer in Washington, D.C. from 1954 to 1957. After that, he moved to Nevada, where again he continued his career in law enforcement, working for the DEA until 1993. This is when he became in the spotlight. In 1993, he became the sheriff of Maricopa County in Arizona, and he started Tent City, a very controversial thing. Many of you may have heard about the sheriff making his inmates wear pink underwear. This is him. And the terrible climate of the tents. Sheriff Joe used an example. He said, if it's too hot here, think of the military in Iraq, how hot it is there. And he was correct. It was actually even proven to be a few degrees hotter. But either way, he is still a great man who's done many great things and very much deserves a pardon. Many of you may have heard Ryan and McCain, two degenerate politicians, disagree with the pardon that Donald Trump made. I hope many of my viewers from those areas, Wisconsin and Arizona, remember this when it's time to vote for these two individuals. They are terrible politicians, especially that Cruz, who's against the boycott of Israel. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to throw that in because they're scum. I used to think they were good, but boy, was I wrong. Now I'll go back to a patriot like Sheriff Joe. Today, he's going to be doing his first press conference too, which I hope everybody tunes into. But anyways, I'll go over a few more things. He's a Republican, of course. Both of his parents were Italian. I already mentioned his mother died giving birth to him. And it must have been something for his father to raise him in the early 30s during the Great Depression. Must have been very tough. I'm especially fond of the man also because I live in Connecticut, and just the other side of the border, not too far away, is Springfield, where he was raised. Tent City, okay. Now this is a place that the inmates here, they don't deserve the respect or the same rights as other prisoners in the United States. First of all, it's federal. A lot of these are illegally here. Now, there's also a lot of reports about sex abuse and all that other stuff. But first of all, what rights do these people have? All these investigations should not be going on. We should not be spending tax dollars on prisoners that don't even belong here in the first place. Tent cities are cheaper. It's cheaper to build a tent than it is for a building for a prisoner. The best thing that should be done with these people is get them in there and get them out of the country. That's the cheapest and fairest way for all the citizens of the country, so that none of these degenerates end up staying in America any longer. So that's that there. But he's 85 years old. You don't put 85-year-old heroes in prison. The man, as he stated, only had 2 parking tickets in his whole life. From 18 until 85, he was a patriot. And Donald Trump pardoned him on his wife's birthday, which is very nice. I hope he continues with a great legacy that he deserves. Okay. In 2010 is when all the shit hit the fan. When he got charged. Well, not charged yet, but people started accusing him of unlawful enforcement of the immigration laws. Now, what does that mean? Treating illegals the way they should be treated? So, the only people that are against this great man being pardoned are the liberals and illegals. So right there is something to think about. So I want everybody to pay attention to the press conference he makes today, if it is today. He said Monday or Tuesday. I hope everything goes down for this great man. That's about it. All I could really think of right now. Okay. Oh, I already mentioned, if people aren't really sure who Sheriff Joe is, this may remind them. The sheriff who made his inmates wear pink underwear. That's it. And as you notice, I got my microphone back, which is good, so everybody can hear me now. But I'm definitely going to make another update on this after I hear the press conference. So thank you. This is Brett Douglas at the Connecticut Alt-Right. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe.